we want to introduce Alan Golding into the discussion. Alan is the Solution Consulting Manager here at APOS. So Alan, thanks for joining us today.
Good to be here, Alan.
So we've given a bit of a description to Publisher for Cloud and its capabilities, although there's much more to say, and that's where we want to get to now. We've heard from Chris James from Precision Drilling on what he and his organization have been doing, but let's take a further look into the solution and its capabilities. And if you could start out by framing a deeper definition about what the solution is and then carry on into telling us more.
Yeah, certainly. So deeper definition is Publisher for Cloud is a solution that provides bursting capabilities and enhanced distribution options for users of Analytics Cloud. So we allow you to do things like dynamically and securely drive the bursting of stories to multiple users using enhanced data-driven processes so that users are just receiving the data that they need. We can also distribute content to targeted locations and multiple formats to expand user access options. And we're going to get into some of those scenarios. So just to talk, first of all, we're going to discuss the destinations and formats that Publisher for Cloud supports. So with destinations, email attachment, email body, FTP, FTPS, file location. When it comes to formats, we support PDF, Excel, PowerPoint, Word, rich text format, and images. So first we're going to talk about the destinations and the different options that there are within those. So first of all, we can email out as an attachment. So any of those stories that you've created in Analytics Cloud, we can burst those out to email so that every user is receiving a PDF attachment. But not only can you set it up so that they receive an attachment, they can receive their own set of the version of the story as well. So as an example here, this is email of the body. So you can see here we have an image of the story within the actual email itself. So this is the body of the email instead of an attachment. We can also distribute to network file share locations, whether it's locally on the server, whether you're placing them in users' desktops, or whether you're sending them to network file shares. So we can set up multiple different folders and libraries of places on the file servers that we can distribute to. FTP servers or FTPS servers, again, if you have a mechanism or process where you're currently sending out content to those types of destinations, we support sending those out as well. Okay, so let's talk a bit more about formats and the different options there are there also. So first of all, as mentioned, we can send out to PDF so that multiple users are receiving PDF documents and they're getting the version of the stories that are relevant to them. We can also show you an example here of a PDF from a particular story. So you can see here, this is one version of a story. If you take a look at the actual data, for example, the bar chart at the middle bottom, just take a note of the numbers there and the types of data you're seeing here, because this is one version of a PDF sent out to user 5. But within the same bursting definition, we can send out to other users with different sets of data as well. Okay, we can also support sending out to Excel. So as a format, we can send out to Excel so that instead of PDF attachments, users can get Excel worksheets as well. And just to give you an idea, this is an Excel worksheet where we're sending out to a user that's receiving not only the images of the story, but we can actually extract the raw data to an Excel worksheet. So if you have a grid or a table within your Analytics Cloud dashboard, we can extract that raw data, place it into an Excel workbook. Notice here also we have some additional formatting set up. We have a company logo, we have some nice color schemes, cells and rows and columns. We've also done some conditional formatting. To the right-hand side, you'll see a column called sales above value. So that's not something that we're actually getting from SAC. That's something that we created on this Excel file. So we're using a template. And based on the total sales number, we can provide conditional formatting so it tells you whether it's below or above a certain threshold. So this is an example of that same worksheet that's being sent to a separate user, and instead of the same data set, we're actually getting a different set of data for this user. So it's 2 Excel files generated from Publisher for Cloud from one single bursting definition, sent out to 2 different users with 2 different sets of data. We can also send out to PowerPoint. So this can be a very popular option, especially when you have meetings and you want to be able to show what's being worked on from your dashboards within Analytics Cloud. You can send out to email with a PowerPoint, so you can bring it right up within your meetings as they happen. So this is just an example of what that looks like. So on the left-hand side, you'll see the thumbnails of each slide within that PowerPoint presentation. So we have a cover slide, we have an end slide, we have some slides in between that contain different images from different stories and different pages. And on the right-hand side, it gives you an idea of what one of the stories looks like within that slide. So one thing to note here as well, that this is fully customizable and we can use templates. So if you have your own organizational PowerPoint templates, we can use those and we can fully decide where the images get placed. So as an example here, this is a blank template. So notice we still have the APOS cover slide and end slide. We have some slides in between with placeholders. So those blue square boxes are placeholders. And we can fully control what pages from what stories get placed into those slides and those placeholders.